Hello, welcome to Surface Noise. I'm John, and welcome back if you've been here before. For today's video, I'm going to show off some of my favorite jazz records. I'm not the most knowledgeable on jazz, but I do have some. I like what I have, and I'm always looking to increase my knowledge of the jazz field genre and get more, So I will show you what I have that I really like and treasure, and there we go. Okay, so we'll start off. The first one I have is a newer one, and this is the Sons of Kemet, or just Sons of Kemet, I guess. Yeah, this one's called Your Queen is a Reptile. This was 2018 on Impulse Records. And it's pretty cool. It's really good album. There we have. It's a basic label, black vinyl. But I've heard this album. I know I wanted it. It took a little while to get it. Find it on vinyl for a reasonable price. Initially it was pretty pricey when I was trying to find it anyway. Yeah, and this is awesome. It has every song starts with the My Queen, sort of a theme they have is your queen is a reptile. Every song is like my queen is Ada Eastman, my queen is Mama Phillips Clark, my queen is Harriet Tubman. That's all. Every song is my queen is someone. So there's 9 tracks on here. It's really good. And features Shabaka Hutchings, who I believe he's in, the next record I'm going to show off too. And there's a third band or collective that he's in as well. And I can't recall the name of it right now, but it's pretty good too. Anything he's done. So anyway, that's Sons of Kemet starting. All right. Second one, The Comet is Coming. And this is a nice long title. Trust in the Life Force of the Deep Mystery. Impulse Records as well. Cool cover too. Look at that. It's pretty crazy. Pretty awesome. Back is pretty cool too. Following that theme. And here we got pictures of the band in here. And like I was mentioning about Shabaka there, in here it refers to King Shabaka. I'm pretty sure it's the same person. So let me check that actually here. And yeah, playing saxophone on the Sons of Kemet record. This record, King Shabaka, is playing saxophone and bass clarinet. Yeah. So also Impulse. This one's colored though, so it's kind of neat. It's a pink record. That's a little different. They also have a 12-inch single of theirs, and I think it was colored as well. It's like a record store day thing, but yeah. So this again is really good. This is 2019, and along with the more traditional jazz instruments, there's some electronics in this, some electronic sounds they use in this. It's a little different in that way, kind of, might call it modern, I'm not sure, but it's pretty interesting because you get that combination of you have different horns and things plus mixed in with the electronic sounds. So kind of interesting. Really good record. Anything they've done has been good. They get a couple things out. I don't think only one maybe full length album, but a couple of other stuff. Okay. So next up is Miles Davis, Bitches Brew. Pardon the trashed cover. I ordered this one off Discogs actually. It was one of the, when I really started to want to buy jazz records on vinyl, I just decided I really wanted this album. And I just wanted a copy that played well, so that the condition was decent. And so I actually got this for maybe, I think, $15. But the vinyl itself is quite nice, quite clean, plays perfectly. It's just the cover doesn't look that great. So this sacrifices you make. But yeah, I just really wanted a copy of it, and I know a good copy would probably cost me too much. So at the time, I mean, now I'd probably go out and try to find a better copy with, you know, not trash like this. But you know, the main point was I wanted the record and I wanted it on vinyl, and I didn't want to pay that much. so yeah, this was a pretty big deal at the time, if I recall from what I've read. You know, record label wasn't that pleased when he was going to call it Pitches Brew. But yeah, this has Chick Corea on it, you know, and yeah, so that's one of my prized Miles Davis records. Next up is one I kind of ordered. I got it as part of it's Donald Byrd, Fancy Free. It came with, it was one of the records of the month with Finally Please. As you can see on the back, it says Classics. Yeah. Hadn't really heard it, but it was jazz, and I thought, well, I'll check it out. It's worth it, and I love it. This is one of the more soothing records I've heard. Really, when I'm in that mood, it's really perfect. Just there you go. This one is Blue Note. But yeah, I've played this more than some of the ones that I would have thought I'd play more, the more classic stuff. And it's basically 4 tracks. Fancy Free, I Love the Girl, The Uptowner, Weasel. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. I'd like to get more Donald Byrd, because this album just speaks to me so strongly. That makes me want to get more of his stuff. Next up, we have another Vinyl Me Please offering. Nina Simone Sings the Blues. There we are. This is a really nice record. Some nice gatefold there. Some pictures. I'll let you see what this. I think this is blue vinyl, if I recall. Yeah, light blue. Like that. There you go. On RCA Victor. Yeah, I got more interested in her when there was that documentary. I think What Happened, Miss Simone, I think it's called. It was just amazing. Fascinating documentary on her. It definitely made me more interested in her music. And I remember another thing is, if you ever see the movie, I believe it's Before Sunset with Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy, there's a scene near the end where Julie Delpy is explaining, I think either seeing Nina Simone live or watching a video of her live, and how while she's playing the CD for Ethan Hawke, and they're having coffee, I think, or something, but she's just talking about her style and the way that she's behaving on stage while the song was playing on the stereo. So it always stuck with me, and I didn't really know that much about Nina Simone at that time when I saw that film, but her description of that performance always stuck with me, always made me think about it. So yeah, that's a thing. Next up is John Coltrane, Olé. I really love this record, especially the title track, Olé. It grabs me right from the start. Just, I don't know. It's not all records do that, but this one, as soon as you put the needle down, I don't know. I loved it from the first needle drop. I just didn't need to hear more than a second of it before I declared it one of my favorite records. It's amazing. Highly recommend this one. Olé. Okay. And next up is more Coltrane. A classic, Love Supreme. this is a regular repress. This is cool, eh? And if you have this, you've seen that obviously. But and yeah, Impulse Records, black vinyl, nothing special, but the music is amazing, and it is an all-time classic. That's I Love Supreme. Next up, there's some Dave Brubeck. This is a Time Further Out. I especially like this because I found this at a thrift store for $3. So it's pretty cool. I don't think it's that expensive a record anyway, but it's in pretty decent condition now. Columbia Records. For $3, it's kind of a steal. It's in great condition. The record's awesome. This album is amazing. Just like everything else on this list. So I was very happy to have this. It's cool to have these old originals too, old original pressings and stuff. It's the way they just made records differently that way, the covers and stuff. Next up is another Dave Brubeck. This is the one I got with Vinylly Please Classics. This is Jazz Impressions of Japan. This is he did a series of Jazz Impressions. I also have the one for New York, I believe. Yeah, this has a cool inner sleeve there. This is Columbia as well. Yeah, I really love Dave Brubeck. His stuff is easy to listen to. Very nice, very cool. Oh, this actually came with a little booklet too. Cool. But yeah, anything. I just picked these two because they're two that I listen to the most probably. But maybe another look at that. There you go. Pretty shiny too. But yeah, those are the two Brubecks I probably listen to the most, but I like the one Jazz Impressions of New York is also quite good. And I have a couple others. And the next three are three of the 1959 classics. The big albums of 1959 for jazz. So this first one will be The Shape of Jazz to Come, Ornette Coleman. Only really discovered this last year. I have heard Ornette Coleman, but I just hadn't really heard this record. This has Ornette Coleman on sax, Don Cherry on cornet, Charlie Hayden on bass, Billy Higgins on drums. And it is awesome. It's on Wax Time Records. Black vinyl, right there. Classic. Nothing more needs to be said. People should have this record. Okay, we're getting close. This is another 1959 one. This is Charles Mingus. Mingus This is actually a picture disc, but it does play pretty good for a picture disc. Let's see this here. So, like that. Yeah, this is again another classic of that. 1959. It's amazing too. There we are. And there's the back. Just love this record. Okay, and the final one that I will talk about today is, of course, Kind of Blue, Miles Davis. One of my all-time favorites. I know it's pretty common, but yeah. It's awesome. Listened to it last night actually. There's that. There we go. Cannonball Adderley, John Coltrane, Wynton Kelly, Bill Evans, James Cobb, Paul Chambers. Yeah, pretty good band. Black Label. This is just a repress. This is nothing original or anything, but it is awesome. So yeah. So what? Freddie Freeloader, Blue and Green, Flamenco Sketches, all blue. Yeah, so this is amongst my favorite. Of the jazz ones, this one and Donald Byrd are the two that really helped me relax, actually. The most chill of all the jazz records I have, I think. So I really enjoy it, and it gets a lot of play around this household. So that's it. That's the jazz records I have that I really like. I think there was 12 records in there. I was going to make it into a top 10, but then there was too many. So there you go. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this. If you like this kind of thing, you can like and subscribe. It's always appreciated in growing this channel. So with that said, I hope everyone's having a good week, and I will talk to you all again soon.